Hi all, welcome back to Shri Training. Here I am back with my next class. So come on, let's begin our class. So before starting, let me give you a brief about the previous class that we were discussing about types of skills, three types of skills: basic skills, acquired skills, temporary or transferable skills. Among that we were discussing about the first type, that is basic skills, and among that basic skills again I have categorized them into three sessions. Session 1, basic skills at childhood level; session 2, basic skills at adolescent stage or Ordinarian stage; and third one, basic skills at Vicinarian stage, that is completely adulthood stage. So here again, in the second session, the first session was basic skills at child completed, and second session the basic skills at adolescent stage. Again, in that adolescent stage I have divided that adolescent stage into three categories: early adolescence, middle adolescence, and late adolescence, in which the early adolescent stage, that is age between 10 to 13, and middle adolescence, that is the age between 14 to 17, and late adolescence, that is age between 18 to 21. In this, two stages have completed. So in present class, today's class, let us discuss about late adolescent stage, that is age between 18 to 21. So what are the skills to be learned, what are the skills are developed in this stage? So let's have a brief look of everything. Okay, so the first skill in late adolescent stage, that is the age between 18 to 21. So what are the skills to be developed, and what are the skills are observed, what are the skills we have to learn? So I have listed a few skills in it. So let us have a brief look about each one. So the first one is time management. So late adolescent stage, this is the final stage of adolescent stage. Life decision and stability in thoughts are being observed at this stage. So life decision about the life in the sense completely your reach out, what the goal is that, and how to reach out, and maximum to reach out, and stability in the thoughts. By this time there should be no confusion among your uh, goal setting. So everything should be set, everything should be organized and well planned, so that there would be no confusion and there would be no stress or miss outs. So for this, what are the skills are required? So let us have a look about each. So the first one is time management. Again, here we are here with time management. The time always, time is very important. I always use this. The time is very important for us. It is a very crucial point in everyone, for every task, for every activity. Every minute of our life is valuable. So always focus on time management. So here, a good time management reflects your effectiveness in work. So here, managing the time effectively so that the right time is allocated to the right activity. So here, how well we are using our time in a given specific time, how well we are completing our activities, our task with perfectionist, with perfection, how well we are managing our time. So this shows your effectiveness of the work. Okay, so what is the time allotted to you, and what is the activity allotted to you, and how well you are matching these two within a given specified time and with an allotted task, how well you are matching these two. It leads your effectiveness towards the work. It shows the perfectness in the work. And the best use of time, you must always use a maximum to maximum, always use the every minute of the time. The best use of time is always very much encouraged everywhere. The best use of time, because the time is very limited. So I said, so every minute of us is valuable and counted. So always use the best part of the time. And the process of organizing and planning how to divide your time, the process, you are given with some activity. Okay, today you have allotted with some activity, so you have utilized your maximum of the time, you have put maximum of your efforts to complete that task. But whatever may be the schedule, how well you have planned, well organized provided plan also, it may lead some miss outs or leave outs. Again, recap of everything should be done, and somewhere or else a miss outs would be there. So it becomes there. So not only planning a perfect organized schedule, but here there comes other part also, that is how well you are utilizing your given time to complete your leftover task, the present task, and the coming up task. So here you must be very aware of these three things. So whatever you have missed out in your previous day work, suppose if I speaking about a single day work, so whatever was left in the previous day work, what the task or activity should be done today, and what are your plans for next day. So all these three, when you have organized them in a perfect plan, when can you organize all, when you are aware of which is more important one. So always prioritize the urgent one, because when the time is out, when the time is less, and when the task is to do more, and if the task is very important to be done, or it is any emergency to be done, at the time you may miss a important points also. So better give priority to the most important one first, then gradually you decrease it, so that you never miss out anything. So this is one of the way to organize your scheduler. It refers how you spend your whole time with a proper plan. Just as I said, a proper plan is compulsory. Without a proper plan, you cannot complete even a single day also. Every day you must have a proper plan. See, this plan, a day's plan, it begins, you can learn that it begins from your mother only. Never a mother starts her day without a plan. Never a mother starts her day without a plan. Every day a mother starts her day with a plan. What plan does mother have? Although she is a housewife, what plans she has? Yes, management skills, time management, and multitasking, perfectness, mastery, all these things we can learn only from our mother. See, we see these all we can observe from our mother also, how well she is using her time. See, she is provided with a limited time, so how within time she gets ready, she makes you ready, she makes breakfast, lunch, and everything, all the homely activities, and then she just continues her day. So in that, how well she is organizing her day. You can observe how well she is organizing. So which work she is giving preference. In such a way, at your office work also, first you give priority to which work is first important. The most important one should be given priority first, and then gradually it must come. So in that way, a proper plan, a proper schedule is always encouraged, and it always shows your mastery towards the work. And it becomes a difficult aspect for any person to maintain a perfect time schedule. Obviously, this is not very easy task. It's saying is very easy, but scheduling everything, completing everything, executing and everything, completing everything with perfection and with a limited specific time, it's a very difficult task. We can say it's like a pain on the neck for everyone. So that's why the process of organizing and planning is important. The process of organizing and planning, and how to divide your time. How to divide your time between all these specific activities. It's a very important aspect to be developed. And the schedule must be simple and probably a coverage of all your day works. So whatever you are planning for a day, it must be very simple. Simple in the sense means, just I said that give priority to the important one, next the next day. If anything is left over, just try to cover it in time in the next day's task, so that nothing can be left over. So never give a chance anyone to point out that you have missed out. Maximum to maximum, you try your level best, you put your maximum efforts to complete every task within the time. So a good time management plan Here, a good time management plan lets you take the advantage of learning opportunities. Just as I said, never give any chance to anyone to point out you that you have left anything. And when you have a good time management skill and when you have a good management plan, organized plan, this gives you an advantage to get more opportunities. Oh, that guy, he completes his work in time. He is very timely managed. So in this type of positive compliments, it boosts our energy also. So always have a perfect time management planning. And it also, when coming to the healthy part also, it lowers your stress levels and helps to focus more and more on new things when everything is completed in time. And even though you have left with some of the time, learn new things. It develops it develops your learning skills, and also it lowers your stress levels also. When the plan is organized, well organized, when the schedule is well organized, when you are provided with a good proper plan, obviously there would be no confusion in the activity. So what happens? Your stress levels are decreased. When stress levels are decreased, energy levels are increased. So managing the stress levels and energy levels, when you have a equal balance of this stress and energy, obviously the work is completed in a specific time with perfectionist. With a good perfection, your work is completed. So always stress free. This time management skills, it gives you a stress free, and always time management never give a scope of miss outs. Never give a scope of miss outs, and maximum coverage of all the scheduled tasks. It gives a well organized time management skill. It yields, it results in a maximum coverage of all scheduled tasks. So here the schedule must be simple and probably a coverage of all your day works. Then your day would be a hassle free. Hassle free means stress free. As I said, manage the balance between stress and energy. So you are very relaxed. It is I can say that it is not very quiet thing. So it's required a more patience. It requires a more practice. The more you practice, the more you will be able. For that you must learn some skills also. Time management skills are there. How to develop the time management skills. Again, this is a very big topic. You need some activities to develop the time management skills. But it is not a very simple, and it's not easy to develop this time management skill. It needs a lot of patience, it needs a lot of practice also. Okay, so the next skill that has to be developed in this late adolescent stage is self-control and self-awareness. So self-control, controlling on ourselves, self-awareness, knowing about us. So these two skills, interlinked skills, these two skills, these also will help you to show perfection in your work, to develop your skills. These are also more important skills which are to be developed at this stage, which are carried out throughout your entire life. So the self-control. So what is self-control? It is the ability to regulate your emotions. That is regulating your emotions, regulating your thoughts, and regulating your behavior, your attitude, your words, all these things. So regulation means having control. The ability to control your emotions, thoughts and behavior is very necessary. It is a very necessary, because once behavior, our behavior is to achieve specific goals. What is, how we are, our attitude should be, how we must plan our attitude, how we must plan our schedule. The ultimate is to achieve our goal. So it's not like we reach our goal in whatever the ways we require. It's not good. So to have a good predefined path to reach your goal is to have regulation over your emotions, your thoughts and your behavior. It is very must. So human brain is a composite of qualities and controls. This human brain, it is like a composite of chemicals. Like we have a chemical, different types of bonds, a vast number of bonds. It's like a completely compiled Okay, so it's totally it's a complex thing. Our brain is very complex thing. It is filled with qualities, emotions, thoughts, positive, negative, stress, pressures, a lot many. It is completely totally filled up with all these things. Okay, with other than nerves and cells, we have a lot that pressurize our attitude, pressurize our activities. Is that our thoughts and our emotions, our feelings, our stress, all this put together, they just regulate our activities. Those are the things which makes us to do our activities. So that's why having control on our emotions, self control. So when we have self control on all these aspects and all these things, obviously the work which we are doing, it is very defined. So the work which we are executing would be very neat and clear, without any disturbances or without any misouts, without any confusion. Our work would be very neat and clear and with perfectness. So for this you must have a self control. So self control is a weapon for all crises. Crisis means the situations, the pressures. So when we are pressurized with the works, financial stress, physical stress, work stress, so emotional stress, all these stresses means, so all the compacts which we are facing, all these crises. So the only tool to overcome all these stresses, only one tool is self control, having control on our emotions. So we can say that self control is an achievement also. It's like an achievement, because when we have control on our emotions, when we have control on our feelings, when we have control on our thoughts, obviously we can regulate our work with more perfections, with more perfection, with more dedication, and with more interest in a time, in a given time, with neat and clear, we can produce our output. So having control on on ourselves is very important. And awareness makes you know about the system of the world, and controlling power makes you confident. Awareness, so knowing about yourself, what is happening, not only about ourselves, and knowing about the surrounding also. As I have been saying, that social awareness, public awareness, global awareness, these all were very important. That is knowing what's happening around you. Self-awareness, let me come first from self-awareness. Self-awareness, when you know about yourself, either are you capable of or not, either you are able to do it or not, or you are well suitable to do it or not, and whatever you are doing, whether it is good or not, whether it is benefit or not, either it is harm to anyone, or in this way, in what way you are beneficiary to do it. So when you are aware about everything, the first thing, know about your strength, either you can do it or not. That is the first thing you must be aware of. So when you have self awareness, when you are aware about yourself and you are aware about the surroundings, so because when you know about what's happening around you, that is when you are known about the fact, actual fact, what is there. So obviously the execution is very neat and clear without any confusion, because you know about yourself, how well you can do it, you know about the fact, what to do, how well you can do, what to do, and how to do, because you know the fact around it. So obviously the execution is very neat and clear without any stress. So that is self control. That's why I said that self control is an achievement. It is the capacity to stay on a defined task. So this self control, it is like a tool, like a weapon to stay on a defined task. Because why defined task? Because I said you know how to do, you are very much well aware about how to do, where to do, when to do, okay, and what to do, everything you are aware about it. And you know the capacity of yourself also, so the strength of yourself also. So obviously the achievement. That's why self control is like an achievement. It is the capacity to stay on a defined task. And next, this surroundings, these are uninterrupted surroundings, because you know very well the process and you are very confident about the fact what is happening. So no other thoughts let enter your mind and disturb it. The thing is that is the controlling power. When once everything is fixed, never let your mind to go for a second thought. When this happens, to think about second, before execution only you have to think twice, thrice or hundreds of times before execution. That is self awareness. Before execution only, when you have awareness about the things, think twice and twice, twice and twice when you think, and execute when everything is defined, planned. Just I said, defined task, everything is planned. When everything is settled, at that time never let again the thoughts enter into your mind. Okay, so then the work would be very clear, like a crystal clear, and very in a timely, given timely, in a specific activity, in a specific time, it is very neat and good. So always have self control and self awareness. And we can also say that here researchers also, some research also has been done on this self controlling power. The research has done on the persons without controlling their mindsets, without controlling power, and the persons with self control power. So what is the difference? So obviously there would be different. You can just have a practice at your home also. So just before the, without thinking, you just react to any activity. So see the result. So without knowing about the perfect, without knowing anything about the facts, when you react, what is the impact of it? And with knowing, with having control and with self-awareness, what is the result? You can evaluate it on yourself only. Okay, and possessing self-control can be important for health also. So this self-controlling power, when you develop this self-controlling power, your health also is good. You can develop a good health habits also, because there is no scope for stress there, because you have control. You are aware about it, you have control. So obviously stress free. When the stress is lowered, I said that when the stress is lowered, energy is higher. When the stress is low, energy is high. So everything is very healthy. So not only your physical health, the atmosphere is also healthy. So then your day would also be very healthy and good, with more energy. And awareness makes you know about the system of world, and controlling power makes you confident. So it is the capacity to override our emotions and feelings. So this, the self control, you can say that it is the capacity to override our emotions and feelings. So compressing our emotions and feelings, feelings in the sense not emotional feelings, okay, which gives a negative impact. So such type of feelings, compressing all these negative emotions, negative feelings, to develop all these things, self-controlling power is also should be developed. So the ability to control our feelings, our emotions, our reactions, negative thoughts, different angles of thoughts. Okay, so having control on all these things, either the situations may be simple, either the situations may be critical, or sometimes it may be worse also. At that time, having control on all these things, all these feelings, when you have control, obviously the output and the output would be good, and your health, as per the health issues also, everything would be fine. So to have a control on yourself, to develop this self control skill, you can develop meditation or simple morning warm-ups. So a simple task which makes you develop the skill of self control. So these two aspects, self control and self awareness, are also important. Okay, so the next skill that has to be developed in the late adolescent stages, open minded. Open minded, that means make your, just I said that mind is, our mind is very, brain is compelled of emotions and thoughts and lot of the crisis and stress and pressures and everything. So be open minded. It is a one way of positive thinking. Open minded is one way of positive thinking also. So always be open minded. Okay, so how determined you are in your work and how timely your aspects are the key role to make you unique from others. When you have this open minded, when you develop the open minded skills, it shows that how determined you are towards your work, how well you are determined, self, I said self determination, so how well you are defined to your work, and how timely you are towards your activities, and all these key roles. So what you know, what are the key roles you are playing, so these all put together, it makes you unique from others. So that is the determination you have towards the work, and the timely skills you have towards your activities, and the controlling power you have, self-controlling power, how aware you are, and with an open minded, whenever you does a activity with an open minded, with a cool and clear, and with a calm, pleasant manner, when you are in a, with a pleasant manner, so it makes you different from others, it makes you unique from others. So never, always we want to be one among the others, but here one among the others, not one among the others, one among the others. So open minded. Be positive is a key rule for any crisis. So always be positive. This is only the key key tool for everything is be positive. Okay, life is pile of destinies, life is completely piled of destinies, nothing is there in our hands, everything destiny decides us. Okay, so nothing is in our hands, okay, except time and work. These two reflects our destiny. So always be open minded. Let the thoughts peep into your mind and work on it. And obviously your results are your estimated. Always think positive and never fear of results. A positive mind always yields a positive result. Okay, so be positivity is only the key tool for any situations, any worse conditions. Only be positive is only the key tool for you. Okay, so our life is totally of destinies, so nothing can be finalized. As I said that only efforts are ours, only the efforts are ours, and emotions, control, power, everything, these are ours, and time is ours. Okay, so only whatever we are provided is only with time and work. Okay, work in the sense efforts. So whatever efforts you are putting, in what time you are putting, either the appropriate efforts in an proper time, how you are fetching the appropriate efforts in a proper time, and let the result be decided by the destiny. So nothing there in our hands, everything destiny decides. Never think about the result, never think about the results. Obviously it happens when we starts with a positive thought, when we starts with a positive thought, and when we are determined about our activity, when we are very determined about our activity, and when we are effective in our efforts, and when we have management of time, when we are aware of the time, with a controlling, with a determination, when we does a work, when we does an activity, when we start anything, obviously the result which is yielded, which is seen, is always a positive only as expected. So never think about the result. So give a chance to your mind to roll towards all the corners. So listen all the thoughts, respond to all the thoughts, but do not react, respond. So always be open minded, always be open minded, keep your mind always open. Okay, never restrict yourself to limited thoughts. Let uh, let your mind think from all the corners, good to bad. It doesn't like that, never think of bad thoughts, never let enter the bad thoughts. So when the bad thoughts are also entered, the results of that bad thoughts are also evaluated. So let all sorts of thoughts, positive, negative, let them enter into your mind, evaluate them. Okay, so give a chance to your mind to roll towards all the corners and finalize the appropriate decision. Then only take a proper decision. Let your mind think and think more and more. Okay, enter everything, think more and more, and only decide only when you have a appropriate thought. Take a proper decision when your mind finalizes a correct decision in a stable takes a stable decision with a stable mind. Okay, so this doesn't happen immediately, this doesn't happen immediately. Never take a decision immediately. Any decision in emotions, any decisions emotionally taken are always lead for a worse crisis. So that's why do not take any immediate decisions unless and until any urgency or emergency, that is different aspect, that is unforeseen situations, unexpected situations, just ignore them. I'm not speaking about that, I'm speaking about the general things. So when you are in a situation at the time, so just let all the thoughts enter into your mind, okay, but take the decision only after thinking more and more about it, abroad thinking only, thinking abroad. So for this I can give you an example. Once Gandhiji in his in his book, in one of his speeches, he gave this example. I have read in my books, in my search, that uh, let keep the windows open, let the breeze enter into your mind, keep the windows of your mind open, let the breeze enter into your mind, but do not run away with that breeze. See here, let the enter it, let the thoughts enter into your mind, but never fly away with that all the thoughts. Keep constant, let everything enter into your mind, keep constant. Move only when you have a stable decision. Move only when you have a stable decision, then only the decision and the result is defined and perfect. That's why it says any decisions taken emotionally yields to a crisis. So again here, self-control skills, it plays a predominant role. Again the self-controlling power, because we are controlling ourselves. We are not fly away by the thoughts. When more thoughts are there in our mind, we are not running away with all the thoughts. We are not running behind every thought. Here again the self-controlling power it plays a dominant role. So that's why determination in the work, confidence on your efforts, and execution, how well you are executing in proper time, and what is the perfection in your work, how mastery in your work. Here not only work, we can say the decisions also, determination in the work, confidence in the effort, and then mastery in the activities. These all will show that how perfect you are, okay, how well defined you are. So these all puts success with you only. These all brings the success to you. So you no need to go to the success will come to you. The undoubtedly it comes to you with without any mm, hurdles or anything, okay, because when everything is fine with you, obviously the success invites you. So that's why always think positive and never fear of the result. A positive mind always yields a positive results. Always be positive and the result will be always positive only. Okay, so for today's session, I conclude here, and few more skills which are to be developed in this late adolescent stage. We have few more skills also which are more important. So let us discuss in the next session. So for today's session, I have completed this video with this open-minded session, and let us discuss more skills in the next session and the next video. And thank you for watching my videos. Keep encouraging and keep watching for the next session. Thank you.